What's up everyone? Welcome back to the vlog channel. I am Kelly. There's a lot of loud trucks outside. Honestly, I have to say, I just filmed my last few videos in this apartment and I could not be more excited to leave because I live in arguably the loudest city in the world. That's actually not true. That's a huge exaggeration. But it just feels so incredibly loud. I don't know if it's the windows or just where I am in my city that it is just constantly loud. There's like somebody doing leaf blowing right now. I'm sure you can hear all the noises, but it's super annoying and I had to wait in between all of that to be filming my videos. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. We are about to approach our final week here and we only have a couple more days with our stuff. Like I said, I just filmed my last couple of videos, so now I'm about to break down all of my filming equipment and finally pack that away. We're kind of just on the last bits of packing. We have one more weekend, which we really don't have any ability to pack during the weekend because we have to know how many boxes we are moving with the movers by tomorrow. And then we are going to be seeing friends and family for the last time this weekend. We've been kind of scrambling to see as many people as possible before we go. And then I don't think I told you guys this, but we are going to spend a full week here. Well, not a full week, a full business week. We're going to be spending 5 days here without any furniture. I did actually order an air mattress on Amazon and that did arrive in time, thank goodness. So we're actually going to be sleeping on that. I pre-filmed a ton of videos, so I'm just going to be sitting on the floor editing, and Ryan is also going to be sitting on the floor working, so it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. We also bought a ton of like microwavable meals just because we don't have any pots and pans. They're all packed up. So yeah, the movers are coming on Monday to get all of our stuff and also to pick up our cars. And then I'm gonna start breaking stuff down. I mean, this place is messy. If you saw how messy it is, you'd probably be very alarmed. I won't show you because there's some unreleased stuff just hanging around, but it's crazy, let me tell you. So yeah, I'm excited to finally break this stuff down though, because it doesn't feel like I'm at all packed, I think, until like these studio lights come down. But once they do, I think it's gonna really start to set in. So yeah, let me do that. Okay, it's actually the next day, so I did not really vlog yesterday. We spent the entire afternoon slash evening slash night packing, so we have a ton of boxes over here, and this is not everything, but they do go all the way back to the wall. This is the couches over there. You can see the boxes, but the sun is streaming in, but this is the other section of boxes. We have so many. But yeah, we are almost crossing the finish line. There's still a little bit to do, and then also today we're going to our friend's birthday party. Tomorrow, we're actually going to a friend's house to say goodbye to some more friends. So this is basically the last day that we can pack everything because the movers are coming on Monday, which is the next day after the 2 days of things that we're doing. And then I also have this mess going on in my office. So obviously I stripped the bed. I started throwing stuff into my 2 suitcases because I wanted to see if they would fit. I know it's not organized right now. I literally just threw everything in to see if I had enough room. And then in my carry-on, I packed all of my film equipment. So I've got my camera here, my vlog camera here. I'm using an old camera right now that I'm just gonna carry in my purse. And then this is wrapped within here too. And then I have my microphone because I wanted to see if that would fit. But now I'm also worried because Ryan said that I'm probably gonna get stopped by TSA for this because I just have like these electronics and batteries just wrapped up. So we'll see about that. But we are pretty much out of bubble wrap. We still have a little bit more to do, but we're gonna wrap the rest of our stuff in clothing or towels. There's also a little pile right here of clothes that we're using for wrapping, which I know is dangerously close to my luggage, but it's kind of all just like a little cluster right now. We're getting through it, but we're doing it. I know that I did not clean my makeup off properly last night. It is currently 6 a.m. We didn't get home until almost 1 a.m. last night. Basically spent the whole weekend just seeing people before we left. Today it is Monday morning. The movers are coming. We're all packed now. We're totally done. There's still like stuff sitting on the furniture that we're not taking with us that we need to clear off before the movers come. I don't know why my voice sounds like this. I think it's because it's just so early and I'm very tired. I just talked a lot this weekend. I don't know if I told you guys this, but we are going to be flying there in 5 days. So all of our stuff is getting taken today. We each have a carry-on, and then we have 3 suitcases that we're checking. And I don't generally like checking bags, but we just need to be able to bring enough stuff to keep us occupied for a couple of weeks, because we're spending almost a week here and we're potentially spending a week there without any stuff. And then we actually had to do a 3rd suitcase because the blow-up air mattress is massive. It's a queen-sized air mattress. So we're putting that and our bedding into a separate checked bag. But anyway, I don't have that much time, so yeah, let me go do that, and then hopefully I will be more awake. I also would love to eat some breakfast, but we already packed all of our plates and bowls and measuring tools, so I have no idea how I'm gonna eat my oatmeal. Didn't really think that through. Maybe I can just eyeball it, I don't know. That is so surreal. So it's now 8:30, the movers are almost here, and we're gonna get started. And I'm very nervous. So the movers just left. It is now 12:45. I didn't film any of it because I felt like that would be weird to just film them moving stuff for us. But they were super fast, super efficient. Like, it was actually so impressive to watch them, and that just reinforced my belief that Ryan and I would not have been able to do it. We do still have a couple of pieces of furniture, but they're pieces that are like broken. We did not realize how dirty these floors were, like underneath our beds and stuff. So we're definitely gonna have to rent a like carpet cleaner. We were originally just gonna borrow my friend's vacuum, but I think this is too intense of a job, so we're gonna do that. But anyway, I am starving. I'm super tired. I think we're just gonna set up the air mattress and maybe take a nap because we did not get much sleep last night, but I also want to eat first, so I don't know. Let me do stuff and then I'll catch up with you. Hello friends, it is now Thursday. So tomorrow is our last full day here, and then Saturday morning we're gonna wake up and we're just gonna head straight to the airport. I don't remember the last thing I updated you on. Honestly, I am in a state of constant delirious tiredness. I'm sure I told you that we have no furniture aside from an air mattress, and the air mattress is comfortable, but we don't have blankets. So we have a sheet that's like an old sheet that will fit in our suitcase, and I have been just freezing in the night. So that's really not comfortable. I don't know if I mentioned this either, but I have been trying to get myself to wake up a little bit later just to start to get used to the time difference. We're gonna be moving to the Pacific time zone, and we're currently in Eastern, so it's a 3-hour time difference. So when I wake up at 6:30 or 7 here, that's like 3:30, 4 a.m. there. So I've been trying to get myself used to waking up like a little bit later at like 8 or something, but that has not worked because I have pretty much been waking up at 6 a.m. every day because I'm just so cold. I just can't stay asleep, I guess. I didn't even think about it when we were packing everything up, but we actually don't even have lights. So our ceilings are concrete ceilings. There's also a lot of tape on the wall. I know I have to get rid of that. But yeah, we don't have any lights except for in the kitchen, which one of the light bulbs out of the 2 is out, so it's super dim in there. And then we also have closet lights, like in our little closets. So we've been like opening the door at night, and then that's the only light that we have, which is very dim. So it's really hard to get anything done at night just because it's so dark. We did have a couple of pieces of furniture. So I had a couple of items that were broken. I was just using like as a desk. So we just got rid of those today. So I'm just basically going to be on the floor and we're on the air mattress for the next day and a half. So that's kind of the update on what's going on. Tomorrow we are renting a carpet cleaner. We're going to be cleaning the carpets. I have all of my stuff packed. I don't know if you can see behind me. So everything's pretty much ready. We do still have a little bit of food left, and we don't have our cars, so we can't bring it to anywhere to donate it. But my friend Nicole is going to take it, and she's either going to eat it or she can donate that. So we've got all that figured out. So yeah, that's the update on the moving stuff. But I also wanted to sit down and talk about how I'm feeling about leaving. And I'm sure this is gonna be very rambly because I'm so perpetually overtired. Somebody actually asked me in my nail polish packing Q&A. I didn't answer this one because I figured I would talk about it in this video, but they asked if I'm sad to be leaving. And I thought it was a really interesting question because I've been thinking about it a lot. I think prior to 2020, we were planning on staying, not necessarily here in this apartment, but just staying in New Jersey, staying in this area of New Jersey. And then when all of that stuff happened, I feel like it kind of changed our outlooks. So I was thinking about, am I sad about leaving? And I think the answer is no, I'm not. I feel like I watch a lot of moving content and people always seem very emotional to leave, and I really don't see myself being emotional leaving here. Maybe that's gonna change on Saturday, I don't know. We'll find out in this video. But yeah, I'm really not feeling emotional about it at all. I think I really stayed here a lot longer than I wanted to, and I've started to almost kind of resent this place. I think it's a beautiful apartment, but I just felt myself like getting really frustrated with this space because I just wasn't planning on being here in this apartment for this long. And then we also had a really long time of us being pretty much stuck in here. Instead of growing like very comfortable being here, I kind of just felt myself wishing that I was not here anymore. And I'm also just associating this apartment with how it felt to be stuck here. Hello friends, it's Editing Kelly. I am in the process of editing the vlog that you are watching right now, and I realized that the rant that I just cut out of this video made absolutely no sense. I was deliriously overtired when I was talking about it, so I thought I would sit down and kind of reiterate what I meant to say. So that's what we'll do really quick. By the way, I'm coming to you from the new place, but I won't give you any spoilers, so we'll talk about it more at the end of the vlog. But I wanted to talk about my feelings on leaving my old apartment and, you know, leaving the area in general. I think there's definitely a bittersweet feeling about leaving New Jersey because I've lived there for the vast majority of my life. You know, obviously I have a lot of people there that I love. So in that sense, it was definitely a little bit sad. But I think in terms of my actual specific apartment, I started to mention this, but I was just feeling a little bit resentful. I think I really just didn't feel like I was taken care of as a tenant. I think there were a lot of things that happened that just made me feel like I really wanted to leave that apartment even sooner. And I won't get into specific details, which is one of the things that I kind of started ranting about when I was overtired. But basically, the rent was immensely high. Like, you wouldn't even believe how high it was. And I know that prices are increasing everywhere, but I mean, it was just unreasonably high. The cost ended up being over 50% more than it was when I first moved in, which was only like 3.5 years ago. So I thought that that was pretty extreme. And then in addition to that, we were paying like really large extra like hidden fees. And we were also paying like a massive parking fee. And one of the benefits they said to, you know, this huge parking fee was that we had a lot with surveillance. So there were cameras and your car was always safe. And then at one point, you know, one of our cars got damaged, and it wasn't just like a small bit of damage, it was a serious issue. And we went to the apartment complex and asked them if we could have the video footage, and they told us they weren't allowed to release any of the video footage because they had to protect the other tenants of the apartment and that we couldn't access it. So I'm like, why were we paying several $100s a month for the safety of this parking lot if we're not even allowed to use it when there's an accident? So that was one of the things. And then also I just think in general, they really weren't kind to us. They weren't very accommodating when we had any issues. So yeah, they just didn't take care of us. I really felt like for the amount of money we were paying, they really should have treated us better. So I don't want you guys to think that I'm ungrateful because like I said, I think to an extent you really deserve to get what you pay for. And if you're signing a lease that's promising you certain things, I think you should be allowed to get it, especially if it's like for an insane cost. And I think that was another issue for me is, you know, when all the 2020 stuff started happening and I lost my job, they raised the price an insane amount for us to renew our lease, and we had no other choice. You know, we tried to haggle with them, but they were just not having it, and there was really not an option for us to leave right in the middle of like March 2020. So I just thought that that was kind of insensitive as well. And especially like the rate at which we increased our rent was just really unreal. I don't think that that was the standard even for the inflation that's happening right now. So like I said, I don't want to get too specific because that's just like barely scraping the surface. But yeah, I was definitely feeling a lot of resentment towards the apartment building itself. I was really glad to get out of there. But anyway, back to our scheduled vlog. Good morning, friends. It is Saturday, aka moving day. I did not film anything yesterday because it was so hectic. We rented the carpet cleaner, we cleaned the carpet, and then we spent a lot of time packing. And then we also had like our last night in our little city, and we went to dinner and we got some ice cream at our favorite spot. But yeah, so we actually slept because the carpets were still wet. We slept in the living room on the air mattress. So I don't know if you can hear it right now, but it is currently deflating, which is probably going to take forever because it's massive. But yeah, so it is finally the day. Everything's done. We just have a couple like last minute things to toss and then just close up the suitcases and head to the airport. So yeah, we're getting picked up in about 30 minutes and the flight's not until 11, but I was just nervous that it was going to potentially take a long time to get there. And also because we have 3 checked bags, we figured it would take a lot of time. But anyway, I'm sure you can tell I'm excited. I'm not feeling sad at all. I'm just happy for the new beginning. And I got a call from the new place yesterday and they were saying that like the new floors are in and they look really beautiful. So I'm just very excited. So yeah, I guess that's it. Let's go fly home.
Was it all just a dream, just all in my head? Floating rivers upstream, the things that you said. Tell me and be honest, tell me did you know that you would be leaving me just like the winter snow? Tell me and be honest, tell me should I've known that you'd be leaving me so painfully quiet and slow. I try my best to move on, to let go. They say time is a healer, just you wait and see. The problem is for me, I need an eternity. So tell me and be honest, tell me did you know?
We are in the apartment. We've actually been here for a couple of hours now. We just had the internet installed and then we were extremely hungry, so we ordered some food and we were just generally very exhausted. So local time is 6:30 p.m. now. Actually, let me sit down because I have a quick story to tell you. We still don't have any furniture or anything. But anyway, yeah, when we were at the airport, let me tell you, it was a lot. First of all, when we went into Newark Airport to do our flight, we had some bags that we had to check that were larger, and then I had my carry-on bag. And as we were walking up to the TSA line, this TSA agent came up to me and she was like, no, your bag is not a carry-on bag. That's a checked bag. You have to go check it. And I was like, no, this is a carry-on size bag. Like I checked the dimensions on the website and I've flown with this bag before. And she was like, no, that's not the right bag. And I was like, well, how can I prove to you that it's the right bag? And she was like, do you guys know those things at the airport they sometimes have where it's like a little metal box and if you can fit your bag in there, then it's carry-on size? So she was like, go downstairs, take a picture of it in the carry-on box, and if it fits, then you can come through. And I was like, okay. So we went downstairs, we put the carry-on bag in the box, and of course it fit because I'm very neurotic about that. So I did measure it ahead of time to make sure, and I measure it every time even though I know I have flown with this bag before. But anyway, so I take a picture of it and then we come back upstairs and I'm like, here, I have a picture, it fits. And she's like, that's not the same bag. And I was like, yes, that is the same bag. Look. So I zoom in and I actually have like a few identical identifying pieces on my bag so that I know it's my bag. And I zoomed in on it and she's like, no, that's fake. And I was like, what do you mean? Come downstairs with me. I will show you. The bag fits. And then she like started getting mad at me and she was like, if you want them to take away your luggage when you're walking on the flight, then that's fine. And then it's gonna get lost. And I was like, you know what? They're not gonna take away my luggage because it fits. And I have a picture that proves that it fits. I don't know. So we were kind of like yelling at each other and it was really terrible. I don't know. No, I wasn't yelling, but I was like getting annoyed because I was like, you told me to prove to you that it is regulation size and it is. And now you're saying that I, Photoshopped this picture. I don't know what to tell you. And then she was like, fine, just go through. And then I went through and it fit and it was fine. So that was an interesting way to leave New Jersey. I mean, I felt bad, but at the same time, it is not free to check a bag. And I made sure multiple times that it was the right size. So I don't know. I just felt like she was being unnecessarily mean, especially when she asked me to prove to her that it was the right size. And I did prove to her. And then she didn't believe me for whatever reason. But anyway, it was a crazy flight experience getting there. The flight itself was not bad at all. And it actually ended up being a pretty short flight, like shorter than expected. And then we got here and we're kind of just appreciating this apartment, which I haven't shown you yet. I'm going to do a separate video that's like an apartment tour. I was originally thinking that I wanted to do a video of me showing you the apartments that we looked at, but I decided that I don't want to do that. I think what I want to do is just kind of talk you through our decision process and then show you this apartment, which we're very pleased with, by the way. But before I leave, I also want to show you the size of our blow-up mattress because it's massive. So let me show you that really quick. So this is the mattress. That's my lens cap and that's my laptop over there. But this is how big it is. This is literally, I think this is actually a little bit taller than our actual bed with our bed frame. This is a massive, massive unit. But I'm glad because it does feel like a real bed, so that's a good thing. So anyway, we're about to head to the store, pick up some much needed stuff for the apartment, and then we're probably gonna go to sleep very early because we're exhausted. But yeah, stay tuned. Next week I will show you the empty apartment tour, which I did film as soon as we walked in. That was the first thing I did. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me on this little journey. I have no idea what this vlog is gonna look like, but hopefully it's somewhat interesting. But yeah, I hope you all are having a wonderful day or night, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.